Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to Morgan Mirror Studios, and we are more than halfway through. Today in part 5 I will be drawing the really pretty Arabian that was released not too long ago on the Ashquar mold, the Dapple Gray. I like this guy a lot, except I don't think I am going to get him at BreyerFest just because the little white spot, it's vintage-esque, that's not a word, but it is now. I love the mold, but I'm not quite sold on the color. I love the dapples though. He was a bit of a challenge for drawing because of those little white flecks. I didn't know whether to just exclude them entirely or turn them into flea bites. So hopefully you guys like what I chose to do, even though it doesn't look exactly like the original, but I hope you enjoy anyway. For this piece, like the rest of my drawings, I tried to make the horse and the depiction somewhat match the name of the model. Like for Can't Hold Us Down, I tried to do like a confident, like, yippee jumping position, just to make her look confident overall. But for this guy, I can't remember his name at the moment, but that's okay. I pictured him kind of galloping straight forward in a you can't catch me kind of style, raising one foot up, lengthening his stride out, and craning his neck to look over the horizon. And here I am cleaning up the circles in the sketch a little, and I will begin the mane, and after that I will violently beat the sketch with my eraser, as always. Yep, here we go with the beating. I hit this one kind of hard this go around. I was a little more aggressive with this one than I was the last few times. Oh, and now we're bringing out the eraser rolling pin, and it's gone, and back to beating. Now I'm starting in on some of the more darker shading details around the muzzle. Get around that nostril nice and good, and bring out some of the fine, I wouldn't call it muscle details, but just like details in general. Details, we love details. Oh, isn't that a lovely noise? I'm recording in my bathroom and I think my mom is vacuuming above my head. Just lovely. Pretty sure the audio covered it up though, so I doubt you guys can hear what I'm hearing right now. Yeah, not gonna lie, that's probably a good thing. Here I'm replacing those little white marks on the original model with some spread out flea bites. I was gonna do a bunch of collective flea bites, if that makes sense, like a bunch of flea bites really close together, but I punted on that last second because I was just like, well, this horse is probably gonna look like a car's windshield that's driven through a mob of mosquitoes, and I really don't want that look for this guy. It just doesn't feel right. And here I'm spreading my shading out throughout this guy's very, I don't know what a good word for this is, I don't know, swoopy flamingo neck. And we're adding some more of those little flea bites in. And now we're on the shading around the foreleg and the shoulders. It took me a hot second to figure out if, on the last video, I think it was the last video where I was just like, the arm of the horse, which is not right. And I think that vocabulary has lingered in my brain since then, so maybe it'll leave, hopefully. For some reason, I kind of struggled on shading around the muscles on this leg. Not sure why. I just did. Struggled. And then I covered it all up with dapples. And here I've started in on everyone's favorite process, dappling with the eraser. The dapples on this guy actually turned out really nice, and I was really happy with them, so yay me, I guess. If I'm being completely honest, I was actually really worried about drawing this horse since I kind of had to change his appearance a little more than I did the others. For the other horses, I really just had to change the pose and keep the colors, but for him, I had to alter the colors a little bit. So hopefully, people still like it. I'm probably just overthinking a little bit because, like, how would I have done the white parts? Like, I probably would have figured out a way, except it probably would have taken, 5 hours versus just an hour and a half to 2 hours, even though that's like kind of fast for a drawing. But I've been doing this for a while and I've actually gotten alarmingly fast at producing these drawings. I don't really know how. I'm like Sonic, like super speed drawing. Now I'm starting in on his lovely dappling that he has on his barrel. Probably my favorite part of the whole model. At first I kind of struggled with the dapples on his barrel, but I just had to press harder and get some hair by hair detail in there, and then they looked fine. Oh yeah, we're bringing out these dapples. Oh, satisfying. Oh, it was so satisfying to draw this. And I've started drawing the mane, so we all know that that means that I am almost done. Yay! This horse, I'm not really sure what to think of it now since I produced this video pretty much right after I made this drawing. So Oh, there's thundering footsteps overhead. But anyways, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. It's definitely not my favorite in the series, but I hope that you guys like him more than I did. I don't dislike him as much as the bit of a train wreck of Miss Independent, but I kept Miss Independent, so I'm gonna keep him. His dapples turned out great, and his face turned out great, and his pose turned out great. I don't know, there's just something about the horse not looking exactly like the model based on the color that I'm not entirely happy with. So I hope that you guys like him, even though I had to change the color a little bit, even though I've literally already mentioned that, but I don't care, I'm mentioning it again. And now, as I'm finishing up the fine hair by hair, well, not hair by hair, but long hair by hair details on the mane, this guy is done, and I'm gonna stop doing my weird announcer voice. I'm not super happy with this guy, like I said, but I still like him. I hope that you guys like him too.